Welcome to the 2024 Economic Preparation and Depression channel. I'm your host, and thank you for joining me on this Monday, April 8, 2024, eclipse day for a lot of people in the path of totality. What did you see in your area? Was it a partial or total eclipse? Was it clouded over? Was it not clouded over? Let me know in the comments. I thought it was a great thing that's not going to happen for another 20 years. So enjoy. Now, today's business news, please be sure to subscribe for Preach to Me for the latest interpretation of business news. As you know, 100% pure, unadulterated, unfiltered. Thank you for your support. Today, we're going to be talking about the labor market, the job market. We're going to be talking about how that could be sort of, deteriorating or not deteriorating. We're going to be talking about this economy. If things are going to be improving or not improving in terms of what happens here. And we're going to be talking about retirement crisis as the baby boomers age and as, more people get older and the dollar continues to get weaker in terms of its purchasing power. How are you preparing for retirement? Or are you just kind of, doing things here and there to make adjustments to all of your accounts to try to make sure you have enough to be on track for retirement? So that's what we're going to be looking at this year as well. So, all right. So right now we're going to get right into it. We have the first thing here from CNBC.com. Demand for French fries reflects resilient consumer as so-called fry attachment rate holds steady. So a large share of customers are opting for fries with their meals as they did in the past. Now, mind you, these combos at all of these fast food places have increased tremendously in price. It's not unusual to see combos now ranging anywhere from, fries and a drink, $10 to up to $15, $20 sometimes. And that can cost a lot of money, even in the pandemic, as the pandemic savings dissipate and inflation bites. So we have more people. Some people are cooking from home as well, bringing their lunch and brown bagging it. But those who are going out to eat are noticing a huge increase in cost. And this is how resilient this economy is so far. I mean, people are absorbing these costs. Everywhere you go, you see places like Texas Roadhouse or Ryan Steakhouse or, these fancy restaurants or not so fancy restaurants packed to the brim of people. Chick-fil-A sometimes has a line wrapped around the building, in some of these places, some of these locations. And so it shows you the resiliency of America in terms of the spending on retail and food services in America topped $700 billion in February, and that's 1.5% higher than a month ago. And it's a whopping, quote, 38.5% higher when compared to February 2019. So you can see that the wages we're keeping pace with inflation, but there's a slowdown elsewhere. The article notes that there is slowdowns going on elsewhere, not just in terms of the grocery food prices have gone up tremendously. So people are not getting less bang for their buck. Shrinkflation is taking over. You go to the store now. First of all, remember a couple months ago was eggs. The price of eggs was super high, and now it's still other things in the grocery store that are either high or they're giving you less chips in the bag or less, toilet paper on the rolls. Just a lot of things. The shrinkflation or either the price is just exceptionally high all across this country. And so this is what's going on now. Now, the MarketWatch.com was saying that the U.S. stock market has outperformed, quote, Europe for years, but 2024 could be different. So the ECB, the European Central Bank, they're saying right now that the prospects are brightening as they come out of the pandemic. So Germany, Europe's largest economy, was hit hard by the surge in energy prices and trying to slow down. But now that's going to be coming out. They're saying that Europe is coming out of the doldrums now. Could have a better year this year than the American economy. But overall, ladies and gentlemen, growth or GDP is expected to be less than 3% global growth, and that's not a good sign for this economy. And so we just have to wait and see how that plays out. Now, retirement crisis looms, according to CNN Business, as Americans struggle to save. Well, we all know the classic story of a Walmart greeter that comes back. The person's retired already as professional. They come back and work as a Walmart greeter. Well, that's becoming more and more common now as the fixed income that a lot of retirees, even though they make a good salary, are earning, the pension and Social Security or just Social Security and other means, IRAs and other means of drawdown, is still a lot of pressure on that because, expenses have increased, but our salaries are fixed for the most part in retirement age, in the golden age, time frame. So that's going to be a big problem. A lot of the younger generation are not staying around waiting for a pension or staying around for a 401k. They're spending it as they go. They're on a spend as you go plan because they say, what's the point of working all these years and then try to enjoy the last 10, 15 years of my life, God willing. I'm also just, live for today, right? You only live YOLO, you only live once. So let me know what you think about that. The number of U.S. workers in the labor market over the age of 75 is expected to nearly double over the last decade. Now, this is according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, creating a looming, quote, retirement crisis. And, Not anymore. The traditional retirement, like I said, Social Security benefits, pension plans, and then a 401k or TSP or 403b, all those plans, it's almost extinct now. And so now people are planning and saying, well, look, Social Security may not be around past 2035. That's kind of an up in the air thing. And so many people are planning on their own. How are you planning to use it? Most people are using some people are using their 401k as emergency funds, according to this article. As you know, that less than 44% of adults, less than 50% of adults have more than $1,000 saved up in their savings. So, everything has been eaten up by all of this inflation, all of this, hyperinflation, disinflation, misinflation. And so paychecks doesn't go as far as it does, or even if withdrawals from an IRA, it doesn't go as far as it used to go. And so that means that a lot of families are looking at it like an ATM. They're borrowing off the homes, they're borrowing off the 401ks, and that's fine. But just as something to consider as we head into these retirement crisis situation here, as the baby boomers age and the other generations age, the miracle generation age, it's going to leave a lot of debt in its place. One thing you want to keep and consider is you don't want to retire with a lot of debt, a lot of revolving debt, I should say, credit card debt or other debt like that. You want to have, you're going to have good debt. Obviously, you're going to have, maybe if you have a second home or first home or a camper or something like that you got to pay off, that's fine. But you don't want to have a lot of revolving credit card debt. As you can see, these interest rates are killer, 30% interest on some of these loans and things of that nature like that. So just be mindful that as you continue to prepare, and as we all continue to prepare in this economy that just continues to just, we're at the mercy of the U.S. dollar. Just, 1 minute it can be going good, the next minute the U.S. dollar is just not buying a whole lot of stuff in America or even outside of America for that matter. So continue to be blessed. This is just Monday. We have more earnings reports coming out and different things coming out on Thursday or Friday this week. I'll keep you posted. God bless. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you for listening. Take care.